wait a minute. Hey, Mitch, I wanted to show you Mitch's picture again. This is a guy that had his colon removed. And that one picture of you, my God, no wonder you lost your colon, bro. Holy crap. You are ripped to the max. I got to get that picture. I left it in my truck, dadgummit. But, Mitch, you are ripped, man. Holy crap. But, the negative side of that, is that level of protein to get ripped like that is going to kill the bowels. That's just what happened. But, man, you look good. Holy crap. I would never want to get that ripped, to be honest with you, because that is, holy crap. That's a lifetime focus. All right, so I'm going to keep going. I'm doing a video a day. Trying to cram them in there for you. But, woo! Oh, so many neat things going on, new things. Finally got maggot therapy lined up, so now I've got to work with this medical doctor and see if I can get some of these tissues with some maggot therapy. We've got some real bad cases here. I've been showing you a picture here of a lady. I don't even know where she's at now. I doubt, on this planet, but maybe. This is where you use maggot therapy, guys. When you have a breast that looks like that. That is a breast. And that's when you use maggot therapy. I told you about Dr. Pimple Popper. She's a dermatologist. And, she's showing that you can cut tumors open, drain them, take the sac out, and you're done. She's demonstrating that. So all this stuff that they send us through, amazing. We can do it internally. I've said we could aspirate some of these while we're working on opening up the pathways, and we can keep their sizes down. We can do all kinds of things, I think. But when they expose like this, because remember, it'll turn into hamburger. That's just what happens to the human body with acids. But maggot therapy will eat up all that necrotic tissue and stuff like that and clean it up, and that's what I'm hoping. That we can do some nice inroads with maggot therapy here. I've been wanting that for years and years and years. T-R-I-N-E, twine. Let me first tell you that I think you're amazing and you are giving so many people hope. Love you, my dear one. I have written you before, but now I do it again. All right, Mama. I need to tell you my story in here if you think there is any kind of hope for me. I'm 29. So 29. Now listen to how many of these are in their 20s. Holy crap. You poor souls. I'm 29 and very sick and need hope. I can't see any solution anymore. All right? I am born into a very unhappy family with many problems. That right off, what gland do you think that shuts down? Yep, the adrenal glands. And of course, then there goes the kidneys, there goes the lymph system. It's sad, that people can't be happy, but people are eating dead animals and their milks and cheeses and crap like that, and those aren't happy foods. They're not happy foods. You might think they are, but when you pass a certain level of self-discipline and you start feeling good, happy foods are foods that have natural flavors that just rock your world, baby. Like a fresh navel orange off a tree, a fresh ripe red delicious apple, ripe off a tree, a fresh ripe peach that pops in your face, or a fresh pineapple off a plant. Those tastes can't be found in meats. Not even close. Ugh. We have to do some stuff to those dead tissues to make dead tissue taste good. Because that's all you're eating when you eat meat is dead tissue. All right. My dad was emotionally cold. Oh, that's sad. My mother very controlling. Wow. I can't remember that I have ever been happy. Oh my God. That's sad, man. I have anxiety very early. All right, so that's your adrenals. Remember, we talked about that yesterday on a video. The adrenals deals with the emotional or the astral body. And so anxiety is a big bump for the adrenal weakness there. And I can imagine you can have all kinds of problems being in an unhappy home like that. Now, remember the parathyroid gland deals with happiness. All this area deals with happiness and depression and all that. Thyroid, parathyroids. So you want to look at those and get those healthy because, you're going to work through some of this. And I'll say this, some of you guys that are born like this is time for you to take some time alone. I'm okay. I'm okay. I was just born in this family which is not okay, but it taught me things. What did you learn, my dear one, from this family of yours? What not to do? Because you're the spiritual one. Obviously, these souls have a lot to learn and go through. You were put into that situation for what reason? To learn. So you have to learn why it is that you were put into those things. And also, we are responsible for our own happiness. Each and every one of you guys are responsible for your own happiness. If you rely on another person for your happiness, that's the first ball and chain you put around your neck. You start to lose your freedom. You start to lose the ability to feel happy and free because now you start latching onto things or putting your attention, which is a ball and chain to you at times, around these things. So spending time alone, realizing that you are one of all, that you are one of everything that comes from the one. You are as much a part of God as everything else is. Everything comes out of that one. No matter if the form looks different, sounds different, tastes different, it still all comes from the same source, guys. So you've got to find your own happiness in this world. I can just tell you. And getting the endocrine gland system in your body healthy is one big goal to move that way. Getting away from dead animals, their milks, their pasteurized milks. Getting away from the acid ash foods is another way to be happy because acids makes your, the liver, that's acids. And the more acidic you are, you have more anger. You see that in alcoholics that do a lot of acids. So the more acidic you get and the more the liver gets inflamed, the more angry you get. And it's just like when you go on fruits, it just settles you down and you start to have peace. And so that's a big part of changing your mental states and emotional states is your diets. Because diets are hooked right to emotions just like everything else. Remember, we talked about how creation is built and that all life has emotional bodies to it. I was sick all the time and had several infections. See, that's your lymph system. And see, so being in a family that doesn't allow the adrenal glands to work good and to be happy shuts down your lymph system, and then you have all types of infections and lymph problems, sewage problems, acid problems. And got a lot of antibiotics. See, and there's another thing. This ridiculous concept of infection being bacterial caused is as insane as you can get. You got to look at the terrain and what is infectious, not the little helpers of nature trying to help you. And so the antibiotics right there has compromised a person's world big time. And killing the lymph nodes and killing the bacteria, in the lymph nodes is pretty ignorant. Pretty ignorant, because when you go to med school, you do go through A&P, and A&P will tell you that there's bacteria in your lymph nodes to break down waste. Or was I in a school far, far away? I had a lot of cavities. There you go, bad teeth. So you're very involved here with your lymph system in the mouth here, because again, that's how you get cavities. That's how you lose the matrix. The acids pull the calcium out. My big brother was violent and sinister, and I was always afraid that he would kill my parents. I slept bad and had chronic stress as early as I can remember. I used all my childhood trying to control my big brother and live up to my mother's expectations. Wow. My big brother was always shouting and breaking things and always said that we were extremely ugly in my family. I felt it was impossible to love me. I remember the first time when I broke down. I was about 6 years old and kept on crying. You want me to read this? Whew. I was about 6 years old and kept on crying and told my mother that I could not stand it anymore. Then I was about 16. I got a deep depression and got antidepressants. That destroyed my teeth. And that's sad. Jesus Christ. And in a year I got several fillings, an implant, and a root canal. After that, things became worse. My digestion was not working. I had problems tolerating things. I could not concentrate. I was depressed. I had anxiety and felt like I was in a bell jar. My dad got Alzheimer's in his early 50s. That probably wasn't good with someone that was angry. And became quickly even more strange, I bet. We were through a big lawsuit, and then my mother got cancer. Oh. A big kidney and adrenal family for sure. Then I was in early 20s. My mother died from cancer in the brain. And listen, my friend, you've got the same lymph problems. Remember, your mother's lymph is yours, and now you got all the cavities. That's pretty much in the brain area. So you really want to hunk on this detox, okay, man? Find your happiness. Surround yourself with flowers. Forget your parents. They just brought your body here. That's not you. Your body is not you. So remember who you are, where you came from. You're from the Godhead, man. So you got to look at that and realize, you know what? I was put in this family for a big reason, and that is to learn how to let go of this world. Nothing here is important. You know, this is playland. Play with the toys of the world, all right, but love the consciousness which is you, that which is the perceiver of life, not the perceived, the perceiver. Okay. I stood upper circumbrain and nerve. Work on your endocrine glands. Vital, vital, vital. I would like to see a picture of your eyes. This is a long letter. I stood alone with a crazy big brother and a demented dad. Holy crap. I finally moved away, good, and tried to start my own life, but I was really stressed, could not sleep, had big problems with allergy. Lymphatics. See, and you want to take a look at your mama here, man. Lymphatics, 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 kidney and adrenals. There's your anxieties. Your family brought your adrenals down even more than they were genetically. The year after my mom died, I lived of alcohol, samosas, and Snicker bars. My period stopped. Oh, this is a female. Wow, honey.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah. My period stopped, and I was overall feeling so bad. I was insecure, had several allergies, my body was constantly stressed, it felt like something was wrong, no kidding. It was never calm. I began eating a lot of smoothies and bananas and blueberries. Smart woman, you're a spiritual woman, I can tell, honey. You're pulling yourself through this crap. I began strength training a lot and began eating a lot of proteins. Ugh. After this, my allergies went crazy. I began drinking kombucha and take B12 supplements, and my allergies got even worse. Well, you got to home in on this. Now you're on the site to understand the system you have down, sweetie, and you have to work on. This is a 20-year-old. My skin was burning. What side of chemistry is that on? Right? very acidic, honey. And I could not eat anything without my mouth was burning. Holy crap. You're one big acid, sweetheart. Your body is anyway. I felt bad mentally and my mood changed a lot. I could not concentrate at all. I got a boyfriend and had very severe reactions to condoms. I was burning so much. You are so acidic, sweetheart. Holy crap. You've got to get your body full of alkaline chemistry, full of electrolytes. Damn, man. Holy crap. Jesus Christ. One time I became psychotic and got a lot of benzodiazepine. Oh, be careful. I also got some antipsychotics and gained a lot of weight and ate very unhealthy. At some point I managed to get myself together. Boy, you're spiritual to do this, let me tell you. Stopped with the medicine and ate a lot of fruit. I don't know what to tell you. Holy crap. Unfortunately, I got contact with an... Unfortunately, this is what rips me. Unfortunately, I got contact with a naturopath who said... Well, I can't wait to read this. I should eat protein. Ah! Jesus! Take your naturopathic degree and burn it, buddy, because you're not a naturopath. I'm going to tell you, if I controlled the naturopaths, a lot of you'd lose your license for sure. I can tell you that right now. You guys don't get it. You guys were taught wrong and you need to learn naturopathy. Get rid of medical thinking. It'll bring you down. And you know, you want a reputation, then start learning naturopathy. Learn what we teach. Get out of this medical consciousness. There's no ego there. That ego is self-destructive. And it's destroying human lives everywhere. So lose the naturopath and go get yourself an herbal degree or something. I began eating lots of eggs. She also said I should eat B12 supplements in very high dosages. Look how ignorant that lady is. And then things got really bad. Of course. And there's a naturopath you were listening to. That blows back on my field, and I take that personally when these stupid naturopaths like her come up and tell you to eat high protein. Lose your degrees, naturopaths. Matter of fact, I'm going to run a big full-page ad in the Naturopathic magazine, and it's going to be right in your faces, all of you guys who are learning stupid ways. Fast here in Southwest, you need to close your doors. No wonder. I told you, Dr. Jensen, you tried to get me to have Dr. Jensen on your board, and I kept telling you why he wouldn't, and I wouldn't be on your boards. No way. You're teaching wrong. You have no idea what you're teaching. Sad crap. Sad crap. I got inflammation. No kidding. More protein, more nitrogen, more acids, and an already person that's burning. When you tell a naturopath you're burning and she doesn't know why your body's burning, you need to stop being not a naturopath. You're a medical doctor wannabe and the worst kind. You know, holy crap. I got inflammation in my root canal and in my whole body, in the right side of my brain. I could feel an inflammation spot which was pressing in my brain. My brain was feeling so strange. I got cognitive problems, could not remember things. My digestion was almost completely stopped. I'm not going to read it anymore. Sorry, honey, I can't read it anymore. I can't read it anymore. Holy crap. Well, you're at the right doorway now. So, all this burning, this is systemic acidosis. But you were raised in a family that just was insane. You know, they were disconnected with life. You know, and there's no help for people on this planet. We're the only real help out there. Take a look, and our beautiful group is so beautiful. So, first thing, I would go on a fruit and berry, melon, and vegetable diet at first. I wouldn't go all fruit at first. I would add some veggies to your diet, some green drinks maybe, just to get yourself kind of balanced movement on this. I would probably only do one lymphatic formula and then hit the kidneys. Dry fast. Get your kidneys filtering, honey. Get electrolyte-rich foods. That's your fruits, berries, melons, and your vegetables. You need to hydrate your body badly. But in the same way of hydration, you've got to get your kidneys filtering so you can get these acids out of your tissues and out of your brain. I mean, what you're feeling up there is not good. Okay? These things are not good. They end up with nothing good about this stuff. And you're only 21. So, yeah, you got to turn your life. I'm glad you're on the site because you've got to turn it. If she's talking to you guys, somebody help her. Whew. That. And if you can't afford it, we'll help you. So you write in to Megan and tell her I told you that I would be glad to help you. And be happy to help you. And this time the right way. God damn. So obviously, sweetheart, you know you have to stop all proteins and all eggs and crap like that. What are these naturopaths thinking out there? You try not to judge everybody by a few bad colors, but I'm telling you, the schools are horrible now for naturopathy. They hardly exist. It's naturopathic medicine. It's medical doctors ruining the whole world again. You got to understand why I'm passionate about this, don't you? But we'll help you get yourself, honey. You just change your diet now, you know, and get moving. I haven't read the rest of this, but I can't. I emotionally can't do that. I'm not AMA savvy, as you can see. You're hurting too many friggin' people. It's one thing if you didn't kill so many people, but and you take a suffering soul like that that finally makes it to the door of a naturopath, and then you find a friggin' naturopath that's got their head up their butt, doesn't know the first thing about what they're doing, don't know how to cure anybody. I had several people graduate from Bastyr and Southwest, call me up, wanted to sit and get some clinicals. So, you know, I'm gonna talk to them, you know. What'd you learn? So I forget I had a case of something, maybe fibromyalgia, and I'm saying, what would you do with this? I would give them B vitamins, I do this and this, and I'm saying, then you wouldn't cure it. You don't even know what causes it. You know, and that's a sad thing when you're entrusting your health. You've been through the gamut of medical, now you trust your health into the natural field and it screws you. Ugh. I hate that. That's why I have my school. I had my school 20 years ago, I think I started my school, because I was sick of what people are taught around here. Bullshit lies. That's why people don't get better. Ariel, hi Ariel, honey. Hello, Dr. Morse. My name is Ariel. You are amazing. You are amazing. You all are amazing. And sweetheart, you're amazing. You found your way. You're still hanging in there after all of this. Holy crap. And I didn't even read half of the letter, guys. I can't. Can't. I love listening to your wisdom. Thanks, honey. But we've got to help the people. Holy crap. My mom would always talk about the spiritual things that you do. Good. A mother talking spiritually. Holy crap. I would love that. I would have loved to be born with spiritual parents, you know, that talked about spiritual things and health things, you know. Huh. Yeah, that's a rarity. That's sweet. And now more and more of these children and you guys, your parents, you're savvy with health. You're savvy with how to get your babies healthy. You're getting savvy with spirituality and awareness. Ho, ho, this world is going to change big time. All of you guys are helping to turn this whole world around. You realize that, don't you? Each and every one of you that are doing this is feeding back to this world the beauty and love and health and the awareness of how to fix yourselves. Give yourself a big hug and a kiss from me. Holy crap. And all the other masters. Whew. Cool stuff. Anyway, yeah. I wish that I could talk about what I'm learning from your videos with her. Oh, I wish you could. My mother, my best friend, passed away 2 years ago. Oh, there's another tearjerker. Oh. See, too many people are passing younger here. And yes, karma, we can say karma and stuff, but you know what? We need to learn truth more here. This planet riddled with stink and stitch. It is totally the swamp. Totally the swamp. And it smells it. And the only place that are smelling sweet are fruit eaters, right? Right. All you young guys and gals, everybody eating fruit, changing the odor out there. I'm wondering if it is possible to see her again through, oh yeah, honey, through OBs, out-of-body experiences, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, by now, she's probably reincarnated, but you know what? You can still visit her. She has bodies on these other planes. So ask your spiritual guide if you can contact her, and if that's possible for you to have that interaction with her. Ask Fubi Quants or one of the real big boys and see what we can do. Put that to happen for you. But Dr. Jensen's wife always came in when we brought her here all the time. We cruised together a lot, and we had an individual that could put you together with people like that. And I haven't seen her in a while, but she had the ability to put you with your loved ones. And Dr. Jensen was in here all the time anyway, out of body. Our staff would see him all the time. Even you can ask our staff that. So it was cool stuff. This realizing that you're not the body, you're just using this thing, and then you can move your attention away from it and be over here and talk to others out of their bodies and stuff like that. Absolutely. I mean, you've got 5 different levels. Is that not cool to learn about things that are much greater than this little bitty physical life, eating dead animals and having pain and cancer and tumors and crap? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. This is good stuff. And what does that mean if I dream about Mom a lot? All right, so here's the thing. If you dream about your mother a lot, try to become awake in your dream. You ever heard of Carl Jung? People have heard of Jungian philosophy, Jungian Institute and stuff. You had either Freud or Jung in the beginning. Freud was more of a sexual, thought that sexual tendencies were behind every thought that man had, that sort of thing. And Carl Jung kind of said, man, maybe not. So Carl Jung and, they always had that war. And Carl Jung's wife dubbed the ego the id. Remember that? Well, in Jung, and I get their stuff, Carl Jung stuff, but there's a lot of therapies out there, dream work, that the Jungian dream work, and I don't know if it's still out there, but what they would do was get you back into your dream through hypnotism and the like, and you go back into the dream, and then they would get you to become awake in your dream to where now you could converse with the individual. You can do the same thing. By when you're trying to fall asleep, let your body fall asleep, but you stay awake. That's difficult, but I did that, and you can do that. So when you lay down, the body goes down, and you're awake outward. If you can wake up like that, or wake up in your dream, remember to wake up. Wake up. It's your mom. Talk to her. I want to talk to her. Wake up in your dream. You can talk to her and communicate with her. Absolutely. But remember, this is another entity like everyone else. This is another soul experiencing its individuality and going through its journey. It only brought your physical body here for this lifetime. So just remember those things. These are big souls on long journeys, just like you are. She is coming into my dreams. She wants to talk to you. Stuff. Good stuff. Whew. Ooh, that one got me going. Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to call this off because it got me too much. Whew. Lastly, do you think she comes to this earth sometimes to visit? She probably has another body. You have about 3 days or so, sometimes longer. Depends what your karma is and stuff. Sounds like she was a spiritual one, though. And if she was, she might not even have reincarnated here at this level anymore. She might just be visiting you astrally, or even higher. So that would even make it better. So learn how to communicate back with her and see, because she might even not be in a female embodiment if she's back on Earth. She could be in a male body. Generally, go back and forth. So you never know. You're not just stuck with one focus. Soul has not gender. There is no gender to consciousness. Gender is only in the material worlds of duality, where you go back and forth between the male and female principles. But that would be fun. That would really be fun to work with that. That's where I love the fun, is communicating with those, because we're all states of consciousness, in creation, and you can communicate at any level. The mental level, your mind can communicate to her mind, or your emotions, her astral to your astral, her astral, that sort of thing. Yeah, this is Parag. Is that correct? I'm your big fan Parag from India. Oh no, the last time you said that, I had to go out and eat Indian food. I couldn't take it. I had to go down here and get some. Oh my God, that Indian restaurant is open. I better get down there quick. It closes in another hour and a half. See, I was doing good until you mentioned India. Ow, ow. Oh my God. I was doing good today. Fruits, berries, melons. Hi, my dear one. How are you? I'm 30 years young. Yes. I have been diagnosed with multifollicular choroiditis. I have a hard time pronouncing that word in my right eye. All right, 10 days back. I think I addressed this, didn't I? My vision is a little dark and hazy now. So, anything with an itis on it is what? Inflammation, right? So, but if I use the word inflammation, you would kind of miss the reality of it, because inflammation is your body's immune response. So, wrong word. What is a word that I might like to use? Acidosis. Yeah. Acidosis. And you're lucky it's not in the pupil. My vision is a little dark and hazy now. Use the, I've got an eye wash, and I would use it twice a day. Get an eye cup, or we sell eye cups, little bitty eye cups. I think you can get them in most pharmacies. About 12 drops. Wash your eyes out twice a day. Now, it'll sting a little bit, but you'll get used to it. Now, it'll start pulling, and you'll see a lot of mucus coming out of your eye. You can even wake up with your eyes all matted. At the same time, you could take, we have Visioplex. It's got raw eye tissue and a lot of anti-inflammatories. Bilberry is a great anti-inflammatory. But what's the system causing the problem? The lymphatic system. You don't have inflammation in the blood system. This is the lymph system. So very important to look at that, my dear man. Doctors are prescribing me steroids, absolutely, because it's inflammation. And you don't want to do the steroid thing. Now the problem is getting swelling and then the glaucomic pressures and stuff with this. I don't want to take those. I have gone fully raw 2 days back. Excellent, excellent. I kick it up to the fruit. Fruit has a high flavonoid content, which flavonoids are good for vascular walls and stuff like that, especially eye tissue. Is this disease irreversible? Oh yeah, it's not a disease. It's not a disease, it's just acidosis, man. Irreversible and curable, absolutely is. I don't want to lose my vision. There you go. Please guide me. I'm depressed and scared to death. Don't be, my dear man. Do the eye wash. You want to get your sinuses and everything here kind of broken loose. Well, remember how I say the head sits on the top of the GI tract? You got to start working on your gut tissue. You got to start working on your gut tissue with stomach and bowel and GI broom, things like that, with the raw foods, things like that. And then, of course, you're going to work on your kidneys and get them filtering, because if you're going to drain the brain and the eyes and all of this lymphatically, get these acids out of there, you got to give the eliminative organs have to work. This is the problem in the first place, right? So you're going to go after your kidneys and adrenal glands. There's your steroids too, right? The adrenal glands, okay? So obviously your body isn't capable of fighting this acidosis. So that means you're blocked up. So if you go after the kidneys and adrenals and that sort of thing, I would use upper circ and lower circulation, brain and nerve as standard issue. That's going to help bring in some goodies to these areas. Your high electrolyte diet, so that's anti-inflammatory right there, antacid right there. So you're doing all this work on yourself, and that's how you win the day here. That's how you win the day. Use the eye wash. You might think about the Visioplex. Does have a glandular in it. It does have some vitamins and minerals, which I'm not into, but, you know, they're going to hurt you. And go after that. But go after your lymph system. Get your sinuses to break loose. And again, to do that, you have to work on your bowels. Very important to do that, my dear man. But it's not a disease. This is just acidosis. And acidosis comes when you're not filtering properly from the kidneys, or you're not sweating properly, or both from the skin. And get a picture of your iris and see what it looks like. And this is Thomas. Hey, Tom. I've had itchy eyes, sneezing, poor sinuses, and vertigo. All right, so I don't like any of those things. You know, the itchy eyes and sneezing and all that means you're just loaded. You're just full of mucus and fungus. You know, so it's just congestion here. You just got to get that to break loose and start getting your sinuses to drain. I mean, you can do a little light cayenne pepper, organic if you wanted, or chew on a little bit of a horseradish root. Woo. But you want to break this loose. Now, here's the other problem. Vertigo. Where's it coming from? Cerebellum, okay? Candle your ears, about 3 to 4 candles per ear. See if you can take some of that pressure out of there. Work on the neurolymphatics, hot and cold to the spine and back. Get your bowels opened up so everything can drain here. And start to get yourself detoxed. I mean, that's the best way you're going to win this this game here. Because I don't like this. Use cold compresses back of the head when you feel lightheaded. That sort of thing. Cold compresses to the back of the head. Cold shower to the back of the head. But you want to drain this all out of here. You want to get all this inflammation or acidosis of proteins and all this out of the head area. That I don't like any of these things. The sneezing, your body's trying to break this loose for you. You're impacted a little bit there, and your body's trying to break it loose. When you're sneezing, or coughing, your body's trying to break this loose. Because remember, acids dry this mucus up and lock it in there. And you cough and cough, but there's no production. That's why the 3-lung tea and why raw foods and high electrolyte and alkaline foods, because it begins hydration and loosening up, creates an anionic environment, which loosens up hardened sputum, things like that, tumors and things, and gets things moving. Started non-perfect cleansing, lifestyle activities attributed as cause. 1, bad eating. Number 1, yes. Not enough fruits and raw vegetables. Number 2, yes. Too much processed foods. Yes. 2, work in an auto body shop. Uh-oh. Yep. Auto body shops, not good. Like hair salons, not good. A lot of chemistry, not good chemistry. A lot of acetates, a lot of acids. You know, not good. Auto body shops are not good. Brain cancer, a lot of brain cancers, neurological problems dealing in both of those professions. Yeah, not good. Constantly for 17 years. Holy crap, man. You really need to detox yourself really badly. Get some of this chemistry out of you. Absolutely, absolutely. Breathing all of that, not good. See, and you're breathing it. So as you breathe it, it gets in the head area, and you, like you say, equilibrium. You want to get a lot of that acetate acids out of your head area, man. Absolutely. This isn't good here. Absolutely. After fasting your herbs and lymphatic massage, I'm giving off a gaseous smell. Body shop. I mean, you probably have acetates, tones, all this, you know, chemicals in paints, all that crap like that. Absolutely. Yeah. And you're probably going to smell those chemicals coming out of you. Yeah. Yep. You smell like what you got in you. Remember I was talking about that yesterday. You smell what you eat. If you eat dead animals, you smell like dead animals. And of course, if you get into all these paints and turpentines and all this crap, you got all that. Oh. Especially if I rub my head. Oh, man. Yeah, you want to detox. Get your head sweating. Put your head in a sauna. Get your head a sweating like nobody's business. Make sure your spinal cord is straight and get your spine working good. Get your kidneys filtering and drain the brain, man. Holy crap. Absolutely. You know, you breathe, you eat it. You breathe it, you eat it. You ingest chemistry through eating, drinking, breathing, and what you put on your skin. That's how you bring chemistry into the world. Now, is it loving chemistry? Or is it I want to hurt you acid chemistry? Yeah, it's not fruity at all. Yeah, I bet. But the fruit is pushing it out a little bit there. So, you know, get it out, man. That's all I can tell you. You don't want to have Alzheimer's dementia when you hit in your 60s and 70s, and that's what can happen here. Not good stuff here. So, get her done, baby. Get her done. Kind of scares me. Get her done. Well, that's why it's so important that each of you that learn on this site share and teach others, because there are people working in body shops that have no idea. Matter of fact, here's another one for you. How about people, pesticides, herbicides, people that spray this, pest control people? They don't wear masks and stuff. These are neurotoxins. This is bad crap, brother. And people are inhaling. Some of these old guys are full of this chemical stuff. This is not good. None of this is candy. And like you said, don't smell like fruit. So you want to smell like fruit, especially in the head area. So yeah, you want to get that drained out pretty good and get yourself taken care of there. I'm just doing some short videos here these days, but I will get some long ones done for you, and I'll get her done. But you're asking some good questions. You guys are really coming up with some good questions. Some of you are suffering pretty bad here, especially that one case there. Oh, Jesus. But we're here to help, and I'm sure a lot of you are here to help. So we'll get her done. If you're suffering like that one lady so bad, you call in here. We'll get you. We'll help you, okay? Okay.
Give me a Y, give me an E, give me an F. Yeah!
Namaste. May the blessings be.